Hey guys, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home. Thanks for coming back to the channel. As you know, my channel is usually about physical media. You're talking Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs, steelbooks, everything you can collect. But some people have been asking me, both on Instagram and on YouTube, my thoughts on the Oscars, which is something I do pay close attention to. I play in a pool every year where I pick the winners, and you get different points if you pick the category right. I came in second last year, I believe, and I won the year before. So I feel like I'm pretty good with this stuff. But I was just looking through the nominations actually for the first time. Some people had said, hey, you gotta check these out. Let me know what you think. And I took some notes, wrote down some notes. There's a lot of categories. I'm gonna go through all the major ones. I'm gonna give you my thoughts. I'm gonna give you my main complaints, which are many. And I'm going to give you some of my predictions, but typically my predictions are based on what I actually liked. So I'll give you my prediction, which I think should win, and my prediction of which probably will win, based on the politics of the Academy and everything else. So it's going to be an Oscars video. If you don't like the Oscars, if you don't care, I totally get it, but a lot of you asked for it. I want to put this out here, put my predictions out there, and just talk about movies a little bit outside of just collecting Blu-ray and DVD and 4K, and see what you guys thought about that. So let's get started. All right, so first thing to talk about is Best Picture. Checking my notes here, we've got Black Panther, Bohemian Rhapsody, Black Klansman, The Favorite, A Star is Born, Vice, Roma, and Green Book. Now, if you had to pick any of those movies to win Best Picture, I don't know what you'd pick because I don't like the list very much. Now, that being said, I personally think that A Star is Born will probably end up winning. But some of these choices are baffling to me because I get A Star is Born, I get The Favorite, and good for, I'm going to mess up his name, Yorgos Lanthimos, he did The Lobster. He's done some really weird stuff. What was his other movie? I loved The Lobster, and then The Favorite was his movie with Emma Stone, and he finally got recognized, which is nice. Vice obviously was going to get nominated because of the subject matter. Black Klansman was legitimately very good. Green Book, also very good. And Roma, also deserving. Will probably win foreign language film. Bohemian Rhapsody, though, I don't get. Now, I saw Bohemian Rhapsody. I like it a lot. It's fun. The music's great. But they have a sing-along version of Bohemian Rhapsody that's out in theaters right now. And you're telling me that a movie that gets a sing-along version is nominated for Best Picture? That doesn't seem right. And having seen the movie, it's really good, but it's not a Best Picture when you leave out something like Blind Spotting, or you leave out If Beale Street Could Talk, or, oh my god, I'm trying to think of other movies that I just loved this year. Like Hereditary. I know the Oscars hate the horror movie category, but that movie was huge and so well done. It got no love. Like, put something in there like that instead of Bohemian Rhapsody. And Black Panther, don't get me started on Black Panther. There was so much hype. I watched the movie. It's a fun movie. It's a Marvel movie. But, like, is it any better than Ant-Man or, like, Thor Ragnarok? It's not better than Thor Ragnarok, in my opinion. And Thor Ragnarok doesn't get a Best Picture nomination. It's not even the best Marvel movie of the year, because Infinity War is better than Black Panther. But that's a political statement. And that's the issue with the Oscars. It's not always, it's either there's zero diversity, and then they get called out on it, and then they have to put in all the diversity, but they ignore some other stuff that's actually good just to make sure Black Panther gets in there, because if it didn't, people on Twitter would complain. Who cares? Blind Spotting is a better movie. If Beale Street Could Talk is a better movie, and Hereditary is a better movie than Black Panther and Bohemian Rhapsody, and probably even Vice. You know, it's just the politics of the Academy is what drives me nuts, because they put stuff in here, it doesn't make any sense sometimes. Like, Black Panther is a fun Marvel movie. It's one of the better Marvel movies. It's a top 5 Marvel movie. but that doesn't mean that you can be nominated for Best Picture. And if by any chance it won, that would be a disaster. Now, if we get into the acting categories, Best Actor, you got Rami Malek playing Freddie Mercury, Willem Dafoe, Bradley Cooper, Viggo Mortensen, and Christian Bale. Personally, I think Viggo Mortensen's going to win this. Green Book is getting a lot of hype, especially because of the acting between Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali. I think Viggo Mortensen's going to win. I hope he does. Christian Bale, I think, is an outside choice, and I'm terrified that they're going to give it to Rami Malek just because of the transformation, but I really think Viggo Mortensen deserves that one. If you go into supporting actor, you've got Mahershala Ali from Green Book, Adam Driver, Sam Elliott, Richard Grant, and Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell was really good as George Bush, but I can't pick him. Mahershala Ali, I think, could win, but because he just won one a couple years ago, I'm not sure. If I had to pick, I'm taking Adam Driver from BlacKkKlansman, but I do think the Academy is going to give it to Mahershala Ali, and I think that he and Viggo Mortensen could sweep that actor category, which is something I believe, I think Jared Leto and Matthew McConaughey did it for Dallas Buyers Club. I could see the same thing happening here with Green Book. Now for actress, I'm going to butcher her name, but Aparicio from Roma, you've got Gaga, Coleman, McCarthy, Melissa McCarthy, Glenn Close. This is a tough category. Like, I don't love the choices here, which makes me think that if they don't give it to the woman from Roma, Aparicio, I think it's going to go to Lady Gaga, which seems to be the popular choice. I would hate that because I don't think she's a particularly good actress, but it was sort of a weak year, except when you get a supporting actress where they put Amy Adams, Regina King, Emma Stone, Rachel Weisz. Now, those four, I think, are your clear favorites. I'm going to pick Regina King because I think if Beale Street Could Talk has to get a win somewhere, and the fact that it didn't get nominated for these other categories is a little concerning, but when it doesn't get nominated for bigger categories and they single out that actress as having a great performance, a lot of times you'll see that actress win. So I'm going to go with Regina King. Otherwise, I think it could be Emma Stone, but I think she's going to split votes with Rachel Weisz for the favorite, and so I think she'll lose out to Regina King. If we go to director, I personally am going to take Alfonso Cuarón for Roma. Yeah, I think it's his year again. Adam McKay has a shot with Vice, but I don't think it's that good. And Spike Lee, I think, is also in the running for BlacKkKlansman. Yorgos Lanthimos for the favorite is probably in the mix somewhere, but you know, to be nominated for the first time and win is pretty rare. I think I'd pick either. I would pick Cuarón, but I wouldn't be surprised if they gave it to Spike Lee. Now for the screenplays, this is what drives me nuts because original screenplay Blind Spotting was, first of all, if I could pick a best picture for 2018 right now, I'm probably picking Blind Spotting. It's been my favorite movie of the year. That and Hereditary, neither one of them make the list, so maybe I have bad taste. But Blind Spotting not getting nominated for a screenplay with what they did, you took two guys who'd never been in a movie before. You got Daveed Diggs, Rafael Casal, great chemistry together, awesome scenes in that movie, some really intense stuff, some hilarious stuff. That's what makes the movie so good. If you haven't seen it, you have to go see Blind Spotting. It's out on Blu-ray and DVD now. You gotta see it. But the screenplay was so good, and it doesn't even get nominated for that. So it's like the Academy just, what are they watching sometimes is what I ask myself. And I feel like they only watch things that come out in the last 3 months of the year from studios that pay a bunch of money, and you know how that works. But I think for screenplay, I can't pick Blind Spotting. I'm going to go with First Reformed, which is another movie that, like, it's crazy that Ethan Hawke didn't get nominated for actor. It's crazy that that didn't get Best Picture over something like Black Panther, but I think it'll win screenplay. It's really pretty good. And then for adapted screenplay, I'm torn between BlacKkKlansman and Star is Born. I don't want to give it to Star is Born because BlacKkKlansman's a better movie. I would pick BlacKkKlansman, but I think the Academy will pick A Star is Born. A couple more categories. Documentary feature. Crazy, crazy choices. They left out stuff like Three Identical Strangers, which is awesome. They left out Won't You Be My Neighbor, which was awesome. The only one in there that I even recognized was RBG about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. For whatever reason, the United States has this obsession with Ruth Bader Ginsburg right now. I swear to God, like 4 movies came out about her in the last year. And I think that that's what they're going to pick to win. But really, I'd pick Three Identical Strangers over any of those. Unfortunately, I don't have that choice, so I'm going to go RGB. If we want to talk about music, the score, I've got it down to between Mary Poppins and Black Klansman. I want to give it a Black Klansman because it's got a great score, but I think the Academy will take Mary Poppins. And then for original song, I think Shallow from A Star Is Born is going to win just because it's Lady Gaga. They like to give the original song Oscars to actual, musical artists and not just, somebody singing a song in a musical. And, it's Lady Gaga. If she wins an Oscar, everyone's going to be talking about it. There'll be a lot of buzz. But I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan, and the one thing about Black Panther that I did really, really like and I didn't think was overhyped was his entire Black Panther album and the soundtrack for that movie. And so All the Stars, Kendrick Lamar, would be my choice for song. Makeup is kind of a crazy one. Bohemian Rhapsody didn't make the cut, which I thought with everything they did to Rami Malek's, the teeth and the lips and the mustache and everything to make him look like Freddie Mercury, you'd think that got a makeup nom, but no. So I'm going to take Vice basically because of Christian Bale. They did a lot of work with him. I don't know how much of that is makeup and hairstyling as much as it's body transformation, but I'm going to go with Vice on that one. Foreign picture, I think, is a shoe-in for Roma, although I'm forgetting what it is. It's Shoplifters? I think it's Shoplifters. Has an outside chance, so don't be surprised. But I'm going to take Roma. And then animated picture. The Incredibles 2 was fun, but not good enough in my opinion. Wreck-It Ralph, Ralph Breaks the Internet, give me a break. It's a funny movie, but it's not going to win Best Picture. Best Animated Picture. Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse has to win Best Animated Feature. It's the best animated movie in many years. It's the one I enjoyed the most, probably since the Lego movie came out, where I was like, wow, as an adult, I really appreciate that this is a really well done movie. If I had to pick a kids movie for the year, I think everyone would pick Paddington 2, which is hilarious because you think a sequel to a story about a kid's book where the first one wasn't that good. Paddington 2 got crazy reviews. But if you're going animated, I'm picking Spider-Verse. I think Isle of Dogs is a close second. And I'm terrified they're going to give it to The Incredibles too, because Pixar just always has the money in these campaigns and seems to win. But Spider-Verse really should have been nominated for a Best Picture over Black Panther. Again, if you want to talk Marvel movies, I'm taking Infinity War, Spider-Verse, then Black Panther for 2018. So I don't know how Black Panther gets the nomination, except for the fact that it's a primarily black cast and they want to make a point. And they did that again with, they made sure to nominate Green Book, they made sure to nominate Black Klansman, but then they leave out If Beale Street Could Talk, and they leave out Blind Spotting. So it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to just make a statement about diversity and just pick a Marvel movie? Or do you want to actually pick a DC movie that talks about diversity, like Green Book does? That's a solid choice. Why is Black Panther on the list? That's my rant for the day. Black Panther has no business being on a Best Picture list. It's a fun movie, but it's the 3rd best Marvel movie of the year, and it's barely top 5. Like, it's probably 5th on my list if I had to choose, because Thor Ragnarok is a better movie. The first Avengers is a better movie than Black Panther. Black Panther's nice, but it's barely top 5 in Marvel. Never mind all the movies that are out there. It's just crazy. So no love for Blind Spotting, no love for Hereditary. Toni Collette got robbed of a Best Actress nomination for that. Personally, I saw Hereditary back in, when did it come out? Sometime over the summer, or was it even like last March? I think it was like almost a year ago that I saw Hereditary, and I said when I saw it, Toni Collette should win Best Actress Oscar. I don't care who else comes out this year. She doesn't even get nominated because the Academy hates horror movies, but Hereditary is very well done. Needed a Best Picture, needed a Best Actress. Blind Spotting should have got screenplay. It should have got some of the score or an original song. It should have got Best Picture nomination. Ethan Hawke got robbed for First Reformed, and that should be a Best Picture nom. Really no love for A24 here, which is surprising because they put out some excellent stuff this year especially. But Okay, that's my take. So I would love to hear what you guys think, especially about Black Panther. Like, am I alone on this one, or is that crazy? You know, where's Tony Collette? Where's Ethan Hawke? And if you think Green Book, I think Green Book has a chance to win the most awards between screenplay, actor, supporting actor. I think it has an outside chance at winning Best Picture. I really do. In some of the other smaller categories, I don't know what exactly it's nominated for, but I think that Green Book could be your top winner here. I think it could take home 4 or 5 awards, but overall, pretty weak year. I'm hoping Black Klansman wins some stuff. You know, I'd like to see Green Book win some stuff. You know, Vice was a fun movie, but I'm really not too high on any of these movies, which, you know, I remember thinking last year that Three Billboards was an awesome movie that deserved all these Oscars, and it was a perfect Oscar movie. And, you know, I don't have that feeling this year, but Green Book seems like the choice for the bulk of the awards. It should win most of what it's nominated for, in my opinion. So, sort of a long video, sort of a rant, but, you know, I'm thinking about doing more movie-related stuff. A couple people asked for it at the end of the year, doing more stuff just about movies in general, outside of the collecting. There'll still be plenty of collection videos, Blu-ray 4K reviews, but maybe doing more in-theater movie reviews, maybe doing more stuff like this where we talk about movie news, industry news, Oscar nominations, stuff like that. Maybe some videos talking about new releases that are coming out, or you know, reacting or talking about some trailers that come out and what I think about them, stuff like that. So hopefully you liked this video. It's a little bit different, so I'm not sure, you know, how everyone's going to respond to it, but I think it's interesting to talk about the Oscars. I'm interested in what you guys think, so definitely leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Our subscriber count is going crazy, so thank you to everybody for that. We're at 6,400. I just broke 6,000 at the end of December. We got 400 people jumped on this train already in January. That would be awesome if we got to 7,000, and then we just keep going from there. We just keep skyrocketing. So I appreciate everyone who has subscribed, and if you haven't, just hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me. And also remember to follow me on Instagram. The link will be down in the description. But that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching this. Let me know what you thought about the Oscars. And hopefully these picks help you out. Maybe I get a few right. Otherwise, maybe you hate my opinions and now you hate me. Maybe you like my opinions and you like me even more. Could go either way. But overall, Black Panther doesn't deserve Best Picture. If you take anything away from this video, take away the fact that Black Panther is a cool movie. It's not going to win Best Picture. It doesn't deserve to be there. End of rant. Thanks for watching.